Quick shout out to my personal branding masterclass, which if you want to set up a personal brand in a whole different way, at a whole different echelon, this is going to help you a lot, of paramount importance, in fact. Make sure you check that out. Links in the description. There comes a time frame in everybody's life where you doing something beneficial to your own life comes across as cringe. You working 2 to 3 jobs is cringe. You trying to level up is cringe. You trying to wake up early is cringe. You trying to sleep early is cringe. You trying to eat clean is cringe. Everything is cringe to everybody. All right. Sure, the people who love you are gonna root for you. All right. The people who are real close to you, they're gonna support you, and those are the only people that matter. This applies to everybody, literally everybody that's watching this. And from my perspective, people who could really relate to this, sure, everybody's included, who completely would relate to what I'm trying to say are immigrants. I'm an immigrant as well. I came here in Canada in 2022, and all my story is in the description if you're curious. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is that you go through a phase. You haven't reached your prime state yet, but you're not at the lowest stage. You're in that process of going to the top. And during that time, during that process, there is a time frame, not the entire thing, but there is that a few months of time frame, at least from my perspective, from what I've gone through, all right, from my experience. There is that few months of time frame where no matter what you do, all right, to improve yourself, apart from your closest, your parents, your siblings, whoever, all right, apart from those people, everybody you know, they might like smile or just be fine with what you're doing in front of you. But if you hear them talking, anything negative about you behind your back, just understand this comes from a person who's gone through this himself. When you get to know that people are talking negatively about you, apart from your family, you should know that you're heading in the right direction. All right. If your heart, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I've said this a couple times, there is an inner voice which approves or just denies what you're trying to do, if it's right or wrong. There is an inner voice. We sometimes try to ignore it, which is for which we pay a price moving forward. But trust me, that inner voice should say that what you're doing is right in order for you to improve yourself, improve your life, improve the life of your loved ones. In order to improve everybody's life, in fact, you try to do everything you can. You try to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. You try to level up. You try to set up a business, do everything. All right. You're eventually going to be successful. And one thing that signifies that you're going to be successful, no matter what you're getting into, is people will hate on you. People will say you're cringe. People will laugh at you. And you should be fine with it. This part is where people just give up. And mind you, this part is where everything changes. If you get through this, you've won. You'll get everything you ever desired for. Everything. But before that, there is that phase where, you have to do what you have to do. Regardless of what people talk about you, regardless of what people think about you, regardless how many people are talking negatively about you, if your inner voice approves of the fact that you're heading in the right direction and you're going to improve the lives of your loved ones and you, it's over. You don't need to stop. Take me as your inner voice. If you haven't paid attention to your own inner voice yet, take me as your inner voice. If you're doing something which is hard, if you're doing something which is complicated, but you know that you're heading in the right direction and is going to benefit you in the long run, is going to benefit you, your family, you don't need to stop. You do not need to stop. Just keep going. You will be called cringe, and that should be fine with you. All right? If you stop there, if that matters to you, that people call you cringe, if some people's opinion matters, this is going to sound harsh, but you were never meant to be the guy that you thought you could be. If you're going to stop just for a few people's opinions, all right, those negative points, let them come in, all right? Don't resist that. The more you resist, the more it's going to come. Fine, just live with it for a while. but eventually you know that you will win. My friend, I'm telling you, I seriously want you to win. Take me as your inner voice. You're heading in the right direction if you're doing something hard or doing something complicated or doing more of something which you know will benefit you in the long run, benefit you and your family in every aspect of life. You're heading in the right direction. You don't need to stop. Sure, negative points will come in life, negative opinions will come, but you just have to ignore them. They are going to stay no matter what. All right, that's the hard part. But once you go through it, you are going to win. Period.